Welcome to the John and Heidi Show podcast.
John and Heidi.
Here's John and Heidi.
Today is a special day, Heidi. Do you know what today is?
What is today, John?
I thought you'd never ask. It's Monday, the 11th day of October, International Day of the Girl Child. So it's a good day to celebrate baby girls and big girls and little girls and all kinds of girls. National Sausage Pizza Day. Ooh, that's good.
Oh, yeah.
I like that. National Coming Out Day. National General Pulaski Memorial Day today. National Online Bank Day. National Kick Butt Day. It's a day to quit smoking. Yeah. Native American Day and Columbus Day. All of those things happening. And in Canada, it's Thanksgiving Day. All of those things happening on this Monday. It's also a Movie Star Monday, and I'm excited to have a guest who we've had on the program in the past. She's a super sweet, wonderful, nice lady, Melora Hardin. She was in 17 Again. I love that movie.
Yeah, me too.
She was the principal in that.
Oh,
and
yeah, I like her.
Job. She was on The Office. She's been in a bunch of other stuff. She's on Dancing with the Stars this season, and she is doing awesome.
Nice.
Chatting with Melora Hardin coming up.
Addiction. It's not a pretty thing. Addiction can lead to many problems in your life. Addiction can drive away those who love you the most. And addiction can lead to the loss of jobs, relationships, and even your life. Don't let addiction tear your life apart anymore. Get the help you need to defeat addiction and put the pieces back together in your life. Learn more at timeforrehab.com. They want to help. Timeforrehab.com. That's timeforrehab.com.
Now, surveys and studies and such brought to you by bettercreditcards.com. Pfizer has begun studying an oral drug to fight COVID-19. So they're saying instead of doing a shot, they think maybe you could take a pill or something. So they're working on that. Pfizer is. Moving over here, a new study found that fitness teachers and plumbers are the two highest paying jobs that require no experience. So, got to tell you something. I come from a long line of plumbers.
Plumbers, you need
There's a lot of training involved
don't
there.
you? I mean,
Well, but I think what they're saying is you can get the job and get the training on the job,
okay.
but there's a lot of training that's involved.
Yeah.
So, and I'm not going to say that it's an easy job because
no.
when my grandfather, first of all, my great-grandfather and his brothers were plumbers, and then my grandfather and his brothers were plumbers, and then all of my uncles were plumbers. And when I was a kid, I was invited to be a plumber, and I did not like it. It was not for me. So I was like, what's that? Do that or sit in a room and talk? I'll do the talk thing. All right. Surveys and studies
I
and
will
such.
say we have a shower in our basement that says you probably need some experience.
Yeah, I probably do need some experience. Yeah. It's the second time, by the way.
Yeah.
The same shower. So that's why I'm not a plumber. Surveys and studies and such brought to you by bettercreditcards.com.
Do you have a credit card? We'd like to help you get a better credit card. If you don't have any credit cards, we'd like to help you too. At bettercreditcards.com, we have credit cards that offer different things for different people. Some cards offer points. Some cards are designed to help you build your credit. Bettercreditcards.com wants to help you get a better credit card, no matter what you're looking for. See if we can help you find a better credit card at bettercreditcards.com. That's bettercreditcards.com.
This is your Brain on Drugs, brought to you by timeforrehab.com. Two women accused of drugging a Miami Beach tourist and robbing him of $10,000.
Oh my gosh.
It was a $10,000 watch, other valuables as he passed out. 20-year-old Kimberly LeBron Martinez and 18-year-old Elizabeth LaBay met the tourist from Texas and stayed at a local bar until last call before grabbing alcohol from a gas station and then heading to the park. In the beginning of the night, the man reportedly declined to drink, but eventually consumed some alcohol in the park. That's what knocked him out. The report said that the victim immediately felt as though he had been drugged. And soon after lost consciousness, suspects then allegedly snatched his pricey Omega timepiece, a gold chain, and a debit and credit cards. Over the next 16 hours, the duo racked up $15,000 in charges. The women were busted Sunday night with several felony charges. So, bad idea. Do not drink with strangers. That is just a terrible idea. It's what happens when your brain is on drugs. Now, big screen, little screen, brought to you by ChannelSurferTV.com. Michael Gandolfini said in a recent interview that he had never seen The Sopranos before he auditioned for the Many Saints of Newark, which is a Sopranos story. But he'd never seen it. So that's kind of interesting. Celebrity chef Salt Bae has opened a new high-priced London restaurant serving a steak. How much do you suppose a very expensive steak would cost at this restaurant?
Very expensive
How much?
steak.
Just shoot out a number.
I'm going to say $1,200.
Oh, that's way too much. $840.
Okay.
That's a lot of steak.
You get two.
It's probably not a lot of steak, really. That is crazy.
Must be good.
$840 for a steak? I'm a fan of steak. If I got a steak that was $840,
I would beat you
that would be
with a rubber hose.
that would be bad. And Disney's Aladdin on Broadway had to shut down after cast members tested positive for COVID. Several cast members, so they had to shut down the show. So that's no good.
It's a whole new world.
Yeah. Hey, is that a song from that?
Yes.
I thought so. That's pretty clever. Big Screen, Little Screen, brought to you by ChannelSurferTV.com.
At WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com, we help you get ready for all the fun holidays throughout the year with fun, silly, and just plain weird gift ideas for your friends. If you have a friend who has a bizarre sense of humor, we've got a gift for them. WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com posts a link to something that will make you smile each and every day. Whether you buy these weird gifts or not, it's worth checking out just for a smile. WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com. That's WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com.
Now your scoop of the day comes your way courtesy of BetterCreditCards.com. Sending an emoji to your friend can be a quick and funny way to stay in touch. Sending an emoji to your doctor, probably not something most patients would think about when they're sick. But while sending a vomit emoji to your doctor might seem strange, researchers say this could actually help improve communication between patients and staff at medical places. Really? Mm-hmm. They think these symbols are able to better communicate your symptoms. No, just tell them.
Just tell them I'm vomiting.
My tummy feels bad. I have an owie. That's better than the...
Lord.
I don't know. The doctors say this could especially be true for young children or people maybe who are disabled or people with speech problems or language barriers.
Okay, now...
all those things are different.
Exactly.
Yeah,
that's completely different. If you're a functioning...
They say there are 3,500 official emojis, but there's only 45 that have a connection to medicine. First ones appeared in 2015 with a syringe and a pill. 2017, Apple added some more emojis. A couple years later, there's another one with stethoscope, bones, teeth. Anyway, researchers...
Why on earth would a child be communicating by themselves to their physician? This is the most ridiculous thing.
I think it's just because people like emojis. I'm not a fan, but other
I think
folks
people are just
really
getting
do.
too lazy.
Maybe. Hey, does living your best life cost too much? 6 in 10 Americans agree being healthy is too expensive. A new survey says 59% see the high cost of health and wellness as a major barrier to living a healthier lifestyle. They say it is more difficult for people who live in cities. 68% of urban dwellers say the cost of staying healthy is too high. Mental health tops the list, with 65% saying it is very important, with a living in a safe environment is number one on the list. Having good relationships is number two, followed closely by eating healthy food, though a priority for just 50% of respondents. Only 22, by the way, said that they live near a grocery store that sells affordable, good quality, fresh produce. So there you go. Sounds like we got a problem. We live, 4 blocks from a grocery store with healthy stuff?
Yeah, and we still don't eat.
We don't often buy that stuff.
Yeah.
When we go there, they also sell not healthy stuff, and that's where
we
you'll
prefer
find
that.
me.
This is
Not
true.
that I want to live
Not that
healthy.
we don't have access
or
to
unhealthy. Yeah, it's very convenient. I just don't do it. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show.
Early to bed, early to rise makes you healthy, wealthy, and wise. This is a great quote from Benjamin Franklin. At InsuranceChicken.com, we know a thing or two about great quotes. We help people get great insurance quotes every day. It's super simple and free to find out if we can make you healthy, wealthy, and wise. Okay, I can't guarantee that, but I can assure you we'd love to help at InsuranceChicken.com. We want to help you pack out great deals on insurance. That's InsuranceChicken.com.
Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show. Super excited to visit with Melora Hardin. She is a wonderful actress, and now we find out you're a dancer as well. You're on Dancing with the Stars. How you doing, Melora?
I'm good. How are you?
I am fantastic. So, Dancing with the Stars, ABC TV, and you're doing this show. Have you been a dancer, or is this kind of a new thing for you?
When I was a little girl, I really would have told you that my fantasy was that I was going to be a ballerina when I grew up, and that acting was my hobby. I started acting when I was 6 professionally. I started dancing when I was 5. Until I was about 13, I really thought that that was the way it was going to be.
This is kind of like fulfilling a lifelong dream for you then, isn't it?
It is. It's a little bit like making my little girl dreams come true. That's for sure.
Well, that is really, really
but
cool.
I've never done ballroom, and it is an amazingly different thing. It's quite specific, and people don't realize that just because you have, a little bit of training in this or that it's just ballroom is really, everyone told me that, ballroom is really different. It's quite amazing. I'm really enjoying just the challenge of it.
You're paired with professional dancers, and they make everything look so effortless. Is it really hard to keep up with them, or do they kind of make it easier for you as well?
That's the trick, isn't it? Like, yes, you're paired with professional dancers. I think for someone like me who's intense and a high achiever, I think part of me really was thinking I can learn how to do the tango in 2 weeks or whatever we had. A week and a half was our first dance, and then now we only have 5 days per dance. And I think that you very quickly realize that my dance partner, Artem, has been a ballroom dancer since he was 14 years old and been all over the world doing it. And he was telling me that sometimes partners work on their tango for 10 years. They never change the choreography. So it's so intensely detailed, the amount of technique for these dances, that I really did have to kind of surrender to the idea that there is no way I'm going to learn a brand new dance every week and get really, really good at it. So part of it has to be that you're bringing whatever it is you have to bring. And that means the dancers are bringing their incredible ability and, yes, helping to make you look good. And you're bringing whatever you have, whether it's just a calmness or a connection, like for the tango, finding my own inner ferocity to bring, because I know I'm an actor. I can embody a character. That's something I can do. I know I can bring that. And so at least there's, that.
And one of the reasons I think Dancing with the Stars has done so well for so long, there are a lot of people who grew up wanting to be dancers, like you said you wanted to. And as they watch, they kind of get to fulfill that dream on their own as well.
I love that you're saying that, because I really felt that way last week when I was doing the tango, because the night before I did it, I was sort of, just in overwhelm in my own mind of just how do I compete with the pyrotechnics and, glitter falling from the ceiling. And it was like, I realized, everything I've done in the past, I've always had, even when I was Roxy on Broadway, I had songs, and I had scenes, and I had an accent, and I had costumes, and I had, I had my voice. And I realized this is the first time I've done something where I don't have my voice. And so what I did was I vocalized the dance. I actually said to Artem, I said, I'm going to have to do it one time, and I'm going to have to shout and grunt and groan and roar, and I got to find my voice. And then I was shocked by this idea that this served me so much. And I've just spent last 4 years making a documentary series called Thunder, Hunter and Me. And I called up Hunter and I said, Hunter, we've been working for 4 years to find your voice. And I just gave voice to this dance. And I'm thinking maybe it's possible that through this dance on Dancing with the Stars, I will inspire women to have a voice. And so I was really doing that with that purpose. And so I love that you're saying, by watching Dancing with the Stars, people get to fulfill, they get to have that vicarious thrill and that vicarious inspiration.
And
cool.
Because you're not the only little girl that wanted to be a ballerina, and there are boys who growing up, they wanted to do this, so they watch this show, and then again, they get to kind of feel like that's them doing it too. So thanks for being a part of this, and thanks for taking the time to chat with us about it.
Thank you so much for having me.
Absolutely. Again, Melora Hardin, Dancing with the Stars, Monday nights on ABC TV. All of the details in the show notes for today at johnandheidishow.com.
Addiction. It's not a pretty thing. Addiction can lead to many problems in your life. Addiction can drive away those who love you the most. And addiction can lead to the loss of jobs, relationships, and even your life. Don't let addiction tear your life apart anymore. Get the help you need to defeat addiction and put the pieces back together in your life. Learn more at timeforrehab.com. They want to help. Timeforrehab.com. That's timeforrehab.com.
Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
It is estimated that it takes 39,000 gallons of water to produce the average car, which the funny thing is, I didn't even know cars were made out of water.
Well,
I know.
the
I'm just
equipment
kidding.
runs on.
I understand. I was just
Okay.
being silly. So 39,000 gallons of water to produce the average car.
That's
So
crazy.
it's a whole lot of water. So hopefully they get to recycle that and reuse that water over and over and over.
I'm
and over
sure
and over.
they do.
I would hope so. That is your fun fact for today. Now you know. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show.
Do you have a credit card? We'd like to help you get a better credit card. If you don't have any credit cards, we'd like to help you too. At bettercreditcards.com, we have credit cards that offer different things for different people. Some cards offer points. Some cards are designed to help you build your credit. Bettercreditcards.com wants to help you get a better credit card, no matter what you're looking for. See if we can help you find a better credit card at bettercreditcards.com. That's bettercreditcards.com.
Now, RadioTravelGroup.com presents a news headline from somewhere in this world. Dateline Afghanistan. This is kind of embarrassing. The city of, is it Kabul? Am I saying it right? I've heard Kabul.
Kabul. It depends.
I hear
I've heard it both
different
ways.
from different places. The city of Kabul is facing a blackout because the Taliban didn't pay electric suppliers.
Oh, that's embarrassing.
Yeah. Okay. I didn't even know that was a thing, but apparently that's a thing. So the Taliban's in charge now, and they were supposed to pay the electric bill, and they're like, yeah, you didn't pay it. So
Well, that's embarrassing.
you imagine that
Awkward.
electric company? It's pretty gutsy to turn off.
No doubt.
And we're turning off your
Holy
power.
cow.
You better send somebody over here with a bag full of money. All right. Very bizarre. That is a news headline from somewhere in this world.
At WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com, we help you get ready for all the fun holidays throughout the year with fun, silly, and just plain weird gift ideas for your friends. If you have a friend who has a bizarre sense of humor, we've got a gift for them. WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com posts a link to something that will make you smile each and every day. Whether you buy these weird gifts or not, it's worth checking out just for a smile. WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com. That's WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com.
Now some weird news brought to you by WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com. State police are investigating multiple theft from vehicles that involved thousands of dollars worth of stolen chainsaws. This just seems really weird to me. The incidents took place.
Why were there chainsaws in all these vehicles?
That's the weird thing. Between September 24th and 27th, in a fenced-in area, an unknown individual removed 11 chainsaws from 4 different vehicles. The chainsaws
Wow.
were estimated at a total value of $11,830. So 11 chainsaws, 11 grand, that's like $1,000 per chainsaw, if my math is correct. Troopers say the equipment was stolen from 4 different vehicles. Anyone with information regarding the incidents are supposed to reach out to the police and say, hey, I think this guy might be the guy that stole your chainsaws. So is
I
that
just
a weird
wonder
story?
Yeah, that's a lot of chainsaws.
It is. So I'm assuming it's from somebody that uses chainsaws at work.
You think so? I would hope so.
I'm going out on a limb.
Otherwise, there may be more concerning issues there at play.
See, I said they're going out on a limb.
Oh,
All
yeah.
right, moving on. It's weird news brought to you by WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com.
John and Heidi.
Time now for your moment of duh, brought to you by BetterResultsAdvertising.com. Another angry person at a fast food place. Customer of the Sugar Rush stabbed a fellow fast food diner over the amount of sweetener in their morning coffee. 57-year-old victim. I'm not even going to say the name of the restaurant because I feel bad associating this particular restaurant with this many angry people, but it's the one you thought of. It's exactly where most of these
Where it
things
always
happen.
is, yeah.
Suspect complained to security guard that his coffee was too sweet. The diner came to the defense of the security guard. A brawl erupted, and the customer stabbed the other customer. So, I don't know why. Pulled a blade, stabbed the victim in the chest. EMS took the victim to a hospital where he was
Okay,
treated for
then.
injuries. The suspected stabber, is described as a bearded man with glasses, carrying several tote bags. He ran off, was still being sought. He also apparently had a knife. Police released surveillance images of the man, hoping somebody would recognize him. There have been a 151% jump in assaults this year in New York City.
Yeah.
So, not good. It's today's moment of duh, brought to you by BetterResultsAdvertising.com.
Early to bed, early to rise makes you healthy, wealthy, and wise. This is a great quote from Benjamin Franklin. At InsuranceChicken.com, we know a thing or two about great quotes. We help people get great insurance quotes every day. It's super simple and free to find out if we can make you healthy, wealthy, and wise. Okay, I can't guarantee that, but I can assure you we'd love to help at InsuranceChicken.com. We want to help you peck out great deals on insurance. That's InsuranceChicken.com.
Time now for Is It a Golf Course or Is It a Rehab Center? Brought to you by TimeForRehab.com. Are you ready, Heidi?
I'm ready.
I'm going to get my clapping hands ready over here because you're going to get this right.
All right.
The Reservoir, Hartford, Connecticut. The Reservoir. Is it a golf course or is it a rehab center?
I'm going to say it's a rehab center.
And the answer is
Ha!
Rehab Center.
Okay.
Woo! Good job, Heidi.
Thank you.
She just did a lap around the studio. That was pretty cool. Very, very good. That is how we play. Is it a golf course or is it a rehab center? Brought to you by TimeForRehab.com.
John and Heidi.
This portion of the John and Heidi Show is brought to you by the John and Heidi Show. That sounds kind of funny, but it's true. Go to your local radio station and ask them to start carrying the John and Heidi Show. Here's the best part. They can carry the show for free. They play a couple commercials, but it doesn't cost them anything every month. So if you know a radio station that could use a little bit of help, send them our way. Send them to johnandheidishow.com. Again, johnandheidishow.com. We would love to do a radio program in your community. Then you could listen to the podcast and listen to us on the radio.
John and Heidi.
We always like to wrap things up around here with good news. And I love this story. It's a sad story, though, but it's also a touching story. Comes your way courtesy of BetterCreditCards.com. Here's the headline. Utah Ice Center makes some snow so a dog who's dying can enjoy it one last time.
Oh, my God.
Maggie's Snow, it says, in this little pile of snow. An ice skating center in Utah granted a family's last wish for their dying dog.
Oh.
September 24th, Elijah Salzgraber posted a call for help on social media asking if anybody had a shaved ice machine. Said, our sweet dog Maggie is passing of cancer. On Monday, we want to build her one last snowbank to roll in. And they posted a photo of this dog up to its belly in snow. And there's snow all over his face. And anyway, the dog loves playing in the snow. The request was made. Salt Lake County Ice Center, a year-round indoor ice skating facility, quickly went to work making this dying wish come true. It's not always about skates and hockey pucks, they say. Today was a bittersweet day. We had the opportunity to help make a difference for a very special dog, Maggie. This morning, we filled bins and buckets in the back of the van with ice shavings from the rink. Maggie enjoyed one last morning of her two favorite things, snow and her owners.
Oh.
I know. I'm getting choked up even reading
Yeah,
this.
me too.
So there's photos and there's video. And if you want to get choked up, you can go online and see those. But Maggie looks pretty darn happy sitting on a pile of snow. Her own personal snowbank. Even had a little sign that said, Maggie's Snow. Maggie's owners said they shared a final goodbye of Maggie, and they played in the snow together. That was really, really cool that they did that. Isn't that neat? Mm-hmm. I love it. I've got a copy or a link to that story. It's in the show notes for today at johnandheidishow.com. Time to say goodbye, Heidi.
Goodbye, Heidi.
Goodbye, everybody. Have a great day. Thank you for listening to the John and Heidi Show on a Monday.